Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Tato, back again with recipes that make you want to cook, and today we're making this delicious and crumbly braai pap. Let's get started, guys, and as usual, I will leave all the ingredients in the description box down below. In a bowl, you're gonna go ahead and mix 2 cups of your maize meal as well as 2 cups of tap cold water. You're gonna mix that through and set aside. This will be our starter. Think about making sourdough. This is our pap starter. In a pot, you're going to go ahead and add hot water. I already boiled my water in the kettle so that it doesn't take a long time for the stove to boil the water. Also to save on some gas, doesn't hurt. So I'm just gonna place my water into the pot, close it, and let it come back up to a boiling point. And then once it starts boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and add our starter into the pan. Make sure that you are whisking, adding it a little at a time so that the water does not bubble up and just cause a problem for you. So just add it in batches. Make sure to keep whisking in between so that the paste does not sit at the bottom of the pot and become lumpy, so that it just gets mixed in smoothly with the water. You're going to continue to mix until you can feel that the porridge is now a bit thick. You're going to go ahead, close the pot, and we're going to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes on medium-high heat. After 15 minutes, our porridge is pretty much cooked. This is how it's looking. Now, we're going to go further and add some margarine and some fresh cream. This is a recipe that I've posted before, but it was not a braai pap. For me, the difference between a regular pap and braai pap is that my braai pap is in between stiff pap and uputu or caramel pap. Okay, so I add butter or margarine. You can also use salted butter if you like. I'll leave all the ingredient measurements in the description box down below. Check them out. As you can see, it makes the pap or the porridge so smooth and velvety. I'm going to continue to add my fresh whipping cream. You can also just use fresh cream, it doesn't have to be whipping, and we're going to add it in there. The whipping just gives it extra creaminess. You're just going to mix it in there very gently. You're gonna see that it's a beautiful silky porridge. At this point, you can just dish up, add a little bit of honey, and have it for breakfast, honey. Okay, then once everything is mixed in, we're gonna go ahead and keep adding maize meal to our pap so that we can stiffen it up. Like I said, my braai pap might not be your kind of cup of tea, so you can stop at any point you feel that your pap is stiff enough for you. Okay, I just kept going. I'm like, honey, I want it crumbled into my hands. Okay, especially if you add butter and cream, it's going to be so crumbly. That's what I love. Okay, so you're just going to mix it in. Make sure that you are mixing it very well. You're going to go ahead and cover and cook for a further 20 to 25 minutes. You can even stretch it up to 30 minutes. If you're using low heat, you can just use medium low heat and simmer for 20 to 25 minutes until your pap is cooked through. Okay, I usually cook my pap for about an hour because I'm really picky when it comes to eating pap that is very sticky and just tastes grainy. So I always feel insecure about taking my pap off the stove too early. So I might be off at the times because, honey, I will let that pap simmer on the stove. Let me tell you, always good to wipe down your pot so that it's not messy at the end. Then after about 25 to 30 minutes or so, this is how our pap is. As you can see, it's very stiff, guys. It's very crumbly. It's just that it's not really caramel pap or uputu, but it's very crumbly pap. Okay, I love it. Now the finishing touch that I'm going to add is some freshly chopped parsley. I also added some parsley in my previous video, but that one was not a stiff pap. It was just a normal pap that you can have on a regular basis. But this one, I love it. I love like I love pap that is almost uputu but not as uputu, because I find that whenever I make uputu, it's the next day is kind of dry for me. So I haven't mastered the art of making like very fluffy, moist uputu. So I really opt for this one and I absolutely love it. So you're just going to go ahead and mix for the last time. Our pop is basically ready. This here is just to, final touches, I guess. Then once that is done, we're gonna go ahead and add our freshly chopped parsley. If you have dried parsley, you can also utilize that. But also, if you have some fresh coriander, you can also do that. Chop it up and add it in there, or you can mix the two. Go exotic, baby. Okay, mix the two, parsley and the coriander, and see how it goes, guys. For me, I really don't like plain pap or plain rice. That's just not my cup of tea. I guess some of you guys, if you've been on the channel for a long time, you probably know that by now. So I'll always, if I can, add something extra or unorthodox, but I love it. At this point, the stove is switched off. I'm just gonna cover it and let it do its thing so that it can absorb the flavor of the parsley. And we're going to dish up. I'm using this plastic bowl that I think it was a salad or something. And I just cleaned it up and I am trying to shape my up because it's very, very crumbly. So when you dish it up, it just goes everywhere and I love it. Okay, so this just gives it a beautiful shape. And yeah, I hope you try the recipe, guys. Let me know if you like it and I'll see you on the next one.